So how do you balance creativity and practicality in your design? And what factors do you consider when making design decisions?
Look, there's always that argument, form follows function or function follows form. I subscribe to form following function. It probably goes back again to my background in allowing myself to have a practical solution. It must go forward. It must be achieved.
Yeah.
We probably don't dream. We allow ourselves and we condition ourselves to design in a practical sense.
Okay. So you make sure that the practicality of a design can be met within the constraint budget, essentially.
Yeah, I believe so. I find that there's no value in designing a building that just stays on paper. Our biggest rewards is seeing that we've been able to construct that building. Many times, I've seen this in most recent years, this notion of value managing a project. Well, we may as well have designed it to that budget to start with rather than designing to the dream and then managing it down. The end result is like a camel. It's a committee that designed the building. You should be mature enough to accept the reality of what the brief is, and to come up with the best possible solution for that brief within the constraints of it. Now, if it can't be achieved, then we're not here to just seek commissions for designing. We certainly don't want a reputation where we have a portfolio of work on paper and not on land.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, us as developers as well, sometimes we feel, architects can design a lot of nice building and so on, very nice concept, but you're right, the practical and how do we put that into our feasibility and get that to really work in today's environment?
That's correct. It's in my DNA. I can't permit myself to allow a design to continue if it's only going to be, retained as a dream. I think aspiration is one thing, but aspiration can also be developed to become workable.
Yeah. And the practicality of those designs.
That's correct.
Fundamental. Yeah. Okay, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to teach, if you can go back to teach to your younger self or teach your kids, what would you teach them?
What I teach them? That's easy. Patience. When I started, I realized that my pace was going to be gaining experience, and it's the right experience. And there needs to be continual growth in that experience. Time is not the only measuring factor. It's the quality of experience that you obtain. I recall talking to a few people that have had 10 years experience, only to tell them that it was the same year repeated 10 times. So I believe in quality, and gaining quality experience is where it's at for what I would teach myself. Well, when I say teach myself, I don't have to teach myself. That's what I preached. That's what I was doing.
Yes.